Okay. Sorry. The damn thing decided to freeze again. Alright, anyway. Literally, you haven't missed anything. The only thing that came up was the words you see on the screen. So I'm going to unpause it and let it play. I do apologize, recording equipment. Anyway, here we go.
A warrior, a rebel, a queen. She will be venerated for generations. I miss you. Now, we will heed her spirit to reunite Paititi.
Thank you.
So I'm head back to Kwakiaku tomorrow.
Really? Missing the jungle? Off in search of the elusive fish tree?
Abby and I are headed to the coast for a few days.
I'm glad.
What about you?
I think I'll stay here for a while longer.
And restore a few more artifacts?
Don't know.
So what will you do?
I don't know. Etzli will help me figure it out. He'll let me know what Paititi needs to rebuild.
Wow.
I'm done searching. I want to be around the living.
All right.
Don't you have to pack or something?
You are stuck with me till tomorrow.
You're welcome to stay as long as you wish, Lara. Safe travels, Jonah. Once Paititi is restored, perhaps I can join you and learn more about the world beyond Paititi.
Anytime. You just say the word. You too, Uchu?
If he wants to.
So, Jonah, Lara tells me you have a girlfriend. We will come to the wedding.
Wait.
Etzli, why don't you show me the plans for the meeting?
Yes.
Got 3 trophies at the end. Okay. Let's see. So, I did like this game. Don't take anything I say here as that I did. I did like this game. The tombs were very enjoyable to go through. They were really good. The puzzles were fun. I liked Laura in this game. I thought she was done pretty well. Jonah's always cool. Story. This is a little bit out of my general area. I wasn't really into as much, unfortunately. It was okay. I mean, don't get me wrong. But it just didn't really hit me hard on the story part. I guess the defining moment they meant was when she thought Jonah was dead. In all honesty, I think it would have hit harder if he had died. But, he didn't. But, I mean, the game was fine. I mean, it's a good game. It's just, there are a few aspects here I think that could have been done a little better. I really had fun. I really had fun with the temples, the exploration. I thought was done really well. I enjoyed exploring around the areas. All the tools you got to use were a lot of fun to use. The set pieces were cool. I wish there was a little more combat in the game, but I'm fine with what we got. Now, as to where this series is going to go from here, I have no clue. They said this is the end of the trilogy. I'm hoping this isn't the end of Tomb Raider, because I've followed Tomb Raider for years, ever since its inception on the Sega Saturn. I mean, the first one I played was on PlayStation. It was Tomb Raider 2, and then I went back and played Tomb Raider. And this is always a series that I've really enjoyed. I would love to see the series continue. I don't know if it's going to. A few other things that we have that I guess I'll talk about a couple other things with the characters. Abby, I don't really have much to say about Abby. She was there. She kind of just disappeared from the story. Yeah, the Forge DLC kind of fleshed her out a little bit more, but just wasn't much to her for me. I didn't dislike her, but you know. The kid, they had such weird names. I get it's a different culture. It's hard for me to keep up with them. The prince or kid, who's now the king, I guess, he was alright. The queen I actually liked a lot. Yutaru. The queen was cool. I really enjoyed her character quite a bit. What was his name? Utu? The guy that was hanging around with Jonah all the time, he was pretty cool. Would have liked to have seen him more in action, but, you know, whatever. Your villains. Rourke would have been interesting to get a lot more in-depth knowledge about. The inner workings of Trinity itself would have been a lot more, would have been fun to know a little bit more knowledge about. But, you know, what we got, it was fine. Dominguez, I thought, was a pretty good villain. He did have a point, but, I don't know, I will say this, he had the best boss fight of, all the, of these 3 Tomb Raider games. He had the best boss fight. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, overall, it's a good game. I enjoyed it. I think they could have did a little more with the... Here's the problem. I'm going to level with you. The story didn't hit home for me. That's the biggest aspect of this game that bugs me. Musically wise, it's fine. Graphically wise, it's fine. The characters are fine. It's just the story itself that is not my cup of tea, is all. But that's fine. I mean, that doesn't, just because I didn't care a lot for the story doesn't mean someone else won't. I will play this again because it was fun to play. So, you know, take that with a grain of salt. Like I said, though, I do not want to see this series end. The Tomb Raider series is good and has always been, with the exception of a couple of bad eggs. Angel of Darkness. You know, it's always been a pretty good series. But I'd like to see where it goes from here. I don't know if Crystal Dynamics is going to continue with it or not. I enjoy Camilla's portrayal of Laura. I think she does a pretty good job. I thought she felt very confident in this game. The guy playing Jonah, he always does good. The guy doing Dominguez, I thought did well. There wasn't really a bad voice actor within the main cast of the characters. The one thing I will say that was kind of a negative, a lot of the characters that were not main characters, the side quest givers, I couldn't distinguish them apart a lot of times. I'd seen their model already, and there wasn't a lot of stuff to kind of distinguish them from the rest of the people. That being said, a lot of the side quests were fun to do. I enjoyed the murder quest that we just did. The one where you had to go get the 3 pieces for the U2 for the prince. What else? There was several side quests that I actually did enjoy quite a bit. The Forge was really fun. And there's still a side quest that I haven't done in this game. It's the other DLC that dropped. I haven't decided if I'm going to. If I do that, I may just do that on my own. But yeah, I did have a lot of fun with this. I thought it was fine. Yeah, Camille Luddington. She does a really good job. Earl Balin did a great job. Like I said, there wasn't really a weak voice actor in the game. Even the quest givers were pretty well voice acted. So, take that whatever you think, I guess. Options with the game. The game had a lot of options for difficulty, and I loved it. I like the fact that you can change the option of how bad combat's going to be, how bad exploration, how bad puzzles. You know, basically you can trigger about wherever you want. Now I just played this on flat out normal, but I like I like that it has all the options there for you. You know, I mean, there was a lot to this game to enjoy, and I did enjoy it. Who did the music anyway? Brian DeLiveria? Brian DeLiveria? Okay. Yeah, he did real good jungle music and tribal music, and it sounds authentic. Plus, it's I don't know much. I freely admit, I don't know much about Inca or Mayan mythology. I really don't. It sounds like they did their homework, though. So, that's probably one of the reasons it wasn't my cup of tea. That particular mythology doesn't really interest me that much. Sorry. But I do commend them for at least going out of the norm, because they did. They, you know, that's a culture you don't hear much about in video games. So I do give them props for that, to take a risk on that. Square Enix, oh god, here we go. I really do hope they continue the series. Where would I like to see the series go from here? Now that we've done the 3 games that basically established that Lara Croft is who Lara Croft is, I'm hoping we can move, if they do another game, that they move completely forward. And let's see, we had a snow setting, we had a jungle setting, we had a deserted isle setting. I would like to see for next game kind of a combination of urban and desert as a setting. Just an ideal, you know, like Egypt or you know, Iraq or something like that. You know, I'd like to see some kind of setting like that, or they could do a European setting. That would be cool. You could go back to kind of a European setting, set in like Germany, Paris, and you know, other areas like that. That would be interesting. You know, you can have it set up going after the Ark of the Covenant, or you know, China. You can go after the group of, what was it, 500,000 soldiers in the tomb or something, and they are hiding something or another. Yeah, and there's a lot of possibilities they could go with. Like I said, I do hope that they continue this series. I just don't know where to go. One thing I would like to see again is one of the things I really liked about this series is the same thing I liked about the Legend, Anniversary, and Underworld series. It really tied in the story with it tied in the plot and the personal plot of it tied in the story's plot, Laura's personal story together, and I would like to see that continued, because these 3 games, they did it all right, but I'd like to see it done a little tighter. Excuse me. We never did get to see her with her signature guns, except for that one scene in the first game. She never has gotten her damn signature dual pistols again. Speaking of which, I do like the bow and arrow. I think it suits her. But I would like to see her with pistols again at some point. Why these credits are going on and on and on? Is there an after credits cutscene? I want to hit skip. I'll let it play for just a little bit longer to see if it goes. But as for our next game, we'll be starting on the Let's Play. Right now, I'm looking at Resident Evil 2 Remake when it comes out, as long as I can get it. I got some other ideas I want to throw on here. A couple of maybe short games. The big games that we're going to be working on will be Tales of Vesperia. Possibly the RE2 remake. It's one I want to do. Whether or not it gets done, it's a different story. But it is one I want to do. Really? Wow. Didn't know that. Let's see. I still got to finish up Forgotten Hand. Hopefully that'll be done very soon. I have an idea for a series that I want to do. It's basically the entire Assassin's Creed games, starting from the very beginning with the first Assassin's Creed. I've thought about going through all of those because I played pretty much almost every Assassin's Creed. I just never finished them except for one. But I played a fair chunk of them, and I just always thought it'd be an interesting series to kind of go blind through. Even though I know a lot of plot points and stuff, just to see how it actually played out. KH3 comes out on January 29th. That's a game that we're going to be that I may let's play. I haven't made 100% sure of what I'm doing there. I'd like to, but at the same time, that's a game I know that I would love to take my time with and explore and do things on my own. Yeah, I don't know if it'd be fair. I'll have to see when we get there. And I got some other games in the future I plan on playing. Some of them are older games. Some of them are games that came out last year. I got some games in the past that I wanted to finish. I still have I Am Septuna, and I haven't even tried that, even though I own it. I have Doom, which is a game that I am going to play for a friend of mine. He requested it. So Doom's on the list of games that's coming down the pipeline. As far as reviews and stuff goes, the thing is that when I'm Let's Playing, these are the games I'm playing. So doing game reviews is a little bit harder for me to pull off these days. And movies are too. But I do still like to have those discussion videos and such. And they're still going. And going. Jesus Christ. Don't be as long as Spider-Man's credits. Spider-Man had one of the longest set of credits I've ever seen in a game. It went on for 30 minutes. I was actually just sitting there typing on the computer for 30 minutes, just listening to music while the credits were playing before it finally got to the scenes. But yeah, so that's pretty much all my thoughts on this game. Good game. I enjoyed it. That's about all. That's it. There ain't much to add to it. I like the costumes in the game, except for that one costume that's you have to use to infiltrate the. I think it's the Serpent's Guard. I did not like that costume at all. But most of the costumes I was fine with, except the Serpent's Guard. It's a mask. It's mostly bothered me. I didn't care for the mask, and I didn't like the color green. I don't care for the color green. So, let's see. You know, we never did get ate by piranhas. I'm pretty sure there's a piranha death in this game, but I never saw it. I didn't get killed by an eel, so I don't have a clue what that looks like. We didn't get killed by coyotes. That was fun. A lot of the death scenes in this game wasn't as brutal as they have seen in the past, though. So, probably the most brutal ones I remember is from Legends and the reboot of Tomb Raider. There's some brutal death scenes. Hey, we made this game. Hey, we were a part of this game. We were born during this game. Hey, special thanks. Okay, so we got to be getting down here to the bottom now. I hope. See, one thing I did worry about when this game came out is I was worried that it was going to get buried underneath all the other games that were coming out at the time. I mean, we had first steps towards rebooting Tomb Raider franchise, full 6 years after Ender. So, 11 years, Lara Croft reimagined origin story is drawing to a close. Over the period of 3 games developed by hundreds of passive professionals across multiple development studios and publishing branches, Lara has evolved from an untested adventurer to a savior, and ultimately into the Tomb Raider. We have grown alongside Lara, pushing ourselves to deliver high-quality and cutting-edge experiences that you deserve. Thank you from the official team and hardworking webmasters who run them. Okay, cool. Well, that's nice. But what I was going to say is one of the things I was worried about. Thank you for the official cosplay ambassadors. Thank you for the dedication. Talent, artists, content. I think super fans all around the world. Engage this super social media. Stand. Thank you for our Jaguars. Eternally grateful for all our fans, old and new, who come on this journey with us. But yeah, one of the things I was worried about. This game released at the worst possible time. It really did. Because you had Red Dead Redemption 2 coming out not long after. You had Assassin's Creed Odyssey that was right there with it. You had a big RPG of Dragon Quest XI. You had a lot of colossal big games came out all at once. And unfortunately, I think this one kind of got buried under it, all the rest of the games. So people just forgot it. And that's sad, because this was a good game. You can tell there was a lot of work done into it. So, to Crystal Dynamics, I, the Renegade Gamer, salute you for your efforts, and I appreciate them very much. Thank you. So, do we got a post-credit scene or not?
I had it all wrong. I thought that taking control of my life meant venturing out to do something extraordinary. I thought I had to fix everything. But the mysteries of the world are to cherish more than to solve. I'm just one of their many protectors. I'm not sure what the future has in store, Jonah, but whatever adventure's on the horizon, I can't wait to meet it. I'll try not to take myself too seriously.
Tea, Miss Croft.
Lovely.
Is that Winston?
For now, it just feels good to be home.
I'm up for that. I'm up for that. Dinosaurs, Egypt, I'm up for that. Alright, so cool. Like I said, hopefully they continue the series. I really am hoping that. Alright, so that's it. That will be it for the game. I've said all I was going to say about it. I hope that y'all enjoyed, and I hope you catch me in the next Let's Play. Till then, y'all take it easy, and I'll catch you next time.